You got to make them feel good. At first, when they came to me and they said they wanted me to present the award for Best Picture, my management came and they told me that the Academy had picked me. And my first reaction was to say, no, I ain't going. And I said, my manager said, but why? I have a white manager, so I tell us, but why? And I said, I'm not going because they haven't recognized black people in the motion picture. And he said, what are you talking about? Black people won Oscars. I said, well, black actors and actresses that won Oscars throughout 60 years was like, I think Hattie McDaniels won the first one. Then Sidney Poitier won one, and Lou Gossett won. And I'll probably never win an Oscar for saying this, but hey, what the hey, I gotta say it. Actually, I might not be in any trouble because the way it's been going is about every 20 years we get one, so we ain't due for about 2004. So by that time, it's all blown over. I said I wasn't going, and my manager said, you just have to go. You can't snub the Academy. So I came down here to give the award. I said, but I just feel that we have to be recognized as a people. I just want you to know I'm going to give this award, but black people will not ride the caboose of society, and we will not bring up the rear anymore. And I want you to recognize us. He said, well, fine, it's done. I said, now, when do I have to be there? He said, well, you don't have to get there till about 9 or 10 because it's the last award of the evening. So...
See, these are the questions. These are the questions you and I have to ask. How did we get this mind? You're not an American. You're an African who happens to be in America. You have to understand the difference. We didn't come over on the Nina, the Pinta, and the whatchamacallit. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Landed right on...
In 1992, Denzel Washington completed arguably one of the greatest roles ever acted in, becoming the civil rights activist Malcolm X. To put it simply, Denzel became Malcolm as he learned Arabic, he quit drinking and eating pork, and studied the mannerisms of public speaking. The film wowed viewers, encapsulating the powerful life of the slain activist. Around award season, Denzel was nominated for Oscar's Best Actor with some performance like this under his belt.
You have a powder keg. When you have a powder keg and there's too many sparks around it, the thing's going to explode.
That's right.
And if the thing that's going to explode is sitting inside the house, and if it explodes, then the house is going to be destroyed.
Well, sir, I don't think anybody here would deny that when you send your chickens out in the morning from your barnyard, those chickens will return that evening to your barnyard, not your neighbor's barnyard. I think this is a prime example of the devil's chickens coming back home to roost.
Denzel Washington in Malcolm X. And the Oscar goes to Al Pacino in Scent of England.
Today, we'll talk about award shows, asking the question, if they don't care for us, why should we care for them? Now, Oscar snubs have become a common reoccurrence for black films, so let's talk about a few to centralize our point, and we'll start out in 1994. Angela Bassett, What's Love Got to Do with It? Oscar Best Actress. Growing up in a BET watching household, the Tina Turner biopic was seen multiple times. Bassett, similar to Denzel, literally became Tina Turner, becoming one of my first representations of the singer. From the muscles to the singing face, Bassett literally killed the role, embodying Tina Turner in every way from the lightest and darkest moments of her life. But this isn't the last time that we see Angela Bassett get snubbed, as she gets snubbed in 2023 for Best Supporting Actress.
And the Oscar goes to...
Jamie Lee.
In response to her reaction, moviegoers and award watchers alike were stunned as they called her a sore loser. But I think Bassett is an embodiment of a black woman having to be twice as good, but still not winning the award. The funny thing is, in both of these Oscar losses, she won the same award in the Golden Globes. Something's not adding up, right? 2007, Eddie Murphy, Dreamgirls. Oscars Best Supporting Actor.
You don't need to be doing that stuff right now.
Come on, brother, it's Christmas.
Jimmy, baby. I'm not staying around for this.
brother.
That night, the award went to Alan Arkin of Little Miss Sunshine. Now, I enjoyed Little Miss Sunshine. I even cried a bit. But Murphy's performance in Dreamgirls, I just think it was stronger. He transformed from a serious to funny character in seconds, playing a battered and bitter musician who just can't leave them drugs alone. I feel like it was just stronger. It had more meat to the bone. But he doesn't win. Now, there's been 97 Best Picture awards given out since the first Oscar ceremony in 1929. Guess how many black filmmakers have won the Academy Award for Best Picture? A whopping number of 2 films have won, one being 12 Years a Slave and Moonlight, with only a handful of films being nominated as well. Now, you can probably count on your hands how many films were nominated by black filmmakers, but I bet you didn't know that Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing wasn't even nominated for Best Picture. One of the most polarizing films of black American culture was not even nominated, as Driving Miss Daisy won.
Admiration. You're saying God is vain? No, not vain. Just wanting to share a good thing.
Let's look at The Color Purple, a black film with a white director in Steven Spielberg, a legendary cast, a beautiful film, and it's nominated for 11 Academy Awards. It wins a whopping total of 0. The pattern is noticeable. There's a discrepancy for black films and actors and award shows. But you may ask, why do we care? The goal of making a movie is for art and money, right? Yes and no. Getting your flowers is always a good thing. To know that you're the best at something is even better. Representation matters. Being able to see black films and actors lets a budding filmmaker know that they can do it too. It begs the question, do award committees find black work as art? Is our trauma, sexuality, and anger the only thing that can get us awards? How can Denzel Washington's Training Day Alonzo Harris, a murderous, corrupted cop, win?
That bullshit.
But one of the most important civil rights leaders in history, Malcolm X, can't. What does that say about what Hollywood chooses to reward? So maybe the question isn't why don't award shows care about black films? Maybe the real question is, why do we keep letting institutions that don't see us define our greatness? Our films are remembered, our performances are studied, our stories live long after ballots are forgotten and gold trophies are given out. Awards may validate excellence, but they don't create it. And if award shows don't care about black film, maybe it's time we stop measuring our worth by their applause. Thank you.